Why is it locked? What's going on? I ain't tripping. What's good, y'all? What's good? What's good? What's good? Let a couple of y'all fall through here real quick. Let y'all fall through here real quick. Yeah, I don't know why it's looking like that. It's definitely ain't supposed to be doing that. I don't know. It's saying it's locked on my side, but it shouldn't be. I'm about to do it like this. It don't make no sense. I'm gonna let y'all come through here real quick. Let y'all come through here real quick. Shout out to Fox 26. Sorry for the technical difficulties. It's kind of acting up right now, but hey, we here. We all here. We are definitely here. Texans play Sunday versus the Colts. Yeah, we already. What's good with Anthony? Colts might win the AFC South division. I really don't care about. I don't care about a team like that. I'm saying shout out to everybody out there. Shout out Fox 26. Shout out Houston. Let's see if it do it now. It's still doing it. I don't know why. Don't know why it's doing that, but hey, it is what it is. We gonna break down the season though. We gonna with like no week ones coming. We definitely gonna break it down. Spitz, what's up? You beating the Colts. What's good, Samuel? Anyway, like I said, I guess it's not gonna let me be great today, but that's all right. That's cool. Like I said, let a couple of y'all come through here. We gonna go through the whole week one. We gonna go through the whole opening week. We gonna talk about what's gonna go down. We gonna talk about I'm gonna break down every single game. Well, give my opinion on every single game of what's gonna happen for the NFL season. Man, NFL season's back, starting on Thursday, obviously. Make sure hitting that like button when y'all come through. No man, shout out to Fox 26, shout out to Sauce Nation, shout out to everybody there, Sauce Sports, my boy Wise, my boy Wise, my boy Wink, Honcho, uh, Ray, Tenny, Swisher, Hector. Shout out to everybody at Sauce Sports, my boy Honcho. Shout out to everybody out there, man. Sauce Sports, man. Hey, you already know what it is. The Texans got a good running back, Damon Pierce. A good running back. Yeah, and it's I guess it's quote unquote official this week that that Damon Pierce is going to be the starting running back. I seen Was it not Bleacher Report? Who was it? Seen somebody posted that Damian Pierce is officially the Texas running back. Like I said, it's something that we've already known. It's something that we've already known. Everybody else in the NFL just late to the party. But hey, we already know that the Texans had Damian Pierce as going to be the running back. We already knew that. That's something that we already knew. So hey, it is what it is. What's good? What's good, Derek? What's up, Catalyst TV? What's up, Spitz? Take up the team and on defense this season. And you're right. The team is taking it seriously. Focus. Yeah, I definitely believe. I definitely believe. If y'all haven't got a chance to check out my last video, make sure y'all go check out the last video I just did talking about the Texans leaning on the defense going forward. Possibly, especially this season, but more than likely in future seasons, be going on just building on the defense and getting the defense correct. What's good, Premier? Hey yo, what's good, Wink? Hey, let everybody know I'm in the chat. Let everybody in the chat know I'm alive. I said that wrong. And yes, I already shot out to Fox 26. You got the Premier. You got the Texans going 9-8. You are extremely optimistic. What's up? What's good, Jay Booger? So y'all up in here now. So it's like since y'all up in here, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and get it. I'm gonna go by game, and we're gonna talk about we gonna discuss exactly how these games gonna go. Let me pull up the schedule real quick of all the games that's going on, and we gonna talk about it. All right, all right. Texans 2-14 because we still in a rebuild. Okay, get them likes up. Already, man, get them likes up. Yeah, I see 25 people here, 11 likes, man. Make sure you hit that like button, man. Y'all want me to do more live streams? Make sure y'all hitting that like button. And we are definitely gonna be reading the comments, but make sure y'all hitting that like button, man. Make sure y'all do that. Make sure y'all hitting that like button. Now, so season opener is gonna be the Buffalo Bills at the Los Angeles Rams, the Super Bowl champions, Thursday night. Thursday night, I ain't gonna say no networks. I'm not gonna do that. But Thursday night, the Buffalo Bills will be going to LA to face the Rams. I know the Rams is coming off the Super Bowl, and normally Super Bowl winners win the season. Normally the Super Bowl winner win the season open. Outside last year, I know Dallas beat Tampa last year. Did Dallas beat Tampa last year? Didn't Dallas beat Tampa last year? I feel like Dallas beat Tampa last year. Did Dallas beat Tampa last year? I feel like Dallas beat Tampa. I can't remember now. Now I say that. Nah, I really can't remember. But I feel like they did. I feel like they did. I feel like they did win. So I might have to retake that back because I feel like they win. But now as I think about it, they might not have won. But anyway, I have the Buffalo Bills beating the Rams. I'm gonna say 31-24. 31-24. I'm gonna say 31-24. Bills beating the Rams. That's why I got the Buffalo Bills beating the Rams. The next game I got is Baker Mayfield and the Carolina Panthers going back to Cleveland. With Baker going back to Cleveland, and I got and that's who I got winning. I have the Carolina Panthers and Baker Mayfield getting his revenge on the Cleveland Browns. Like Cleveland Browns is the Cleveland Browns are going to get a lot of revenge games this year. In my personal opinion, we gonna talk about that later, especially when it comes to the Texans. But I believe the Carolina Panthers will beat Cleveland. I'm gonna say 21-10. I'm gonna say 21-10 Carolina. The next game I have the Bengals going up against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Obviously, you know, I'm very high on Jamar Chase, very high on Joe Burrow, like T. Higgins, like Joe Mixon. I think they're going. I mean, and then Pittsburgh just named Mitchell Trubisky to be their starter. Like Mitchell Trubisky is going to be their starter, so they're not gonna be able to keep up. I'm gonna say 31-17 Bengals. Bengals 31-17. Texans versus the Colts, we're gonna put a pin in that. I'm gonna say that for last. I'm going in order, but because that game is the game that everybody wants to, that's the game that everybody in here mostly interested in. We're gonna put a pin there. We're gonna take it for later. All right. So then the next game I got the Ravens and the Jets. Um, no, Zach Wilson. Was Zach Wilson supposed to miss like the first couple weeks because of the knee injury? It really didn't matter. Even if Zach Wilson was there, I got the Baltimore Ravens winning. I'm gonna say 20. I'm gonna say 24-10. Say 24-10 Baltimore Ravens. Next game is the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Arizona Cardinals. I'm actually gonna have the Arizona Cardinals win. I think the Arizona Cardinals are going to win, and I think they're going. I think the Arizona Cardinals are going to win. I think it's going to be 24-21. I think Arizona's going to win 24-21. Then you got Green Bay versus Minnesota. I think Minnesota's going to win as well. I'm gonna say 24-23 Minnesota. I got the next game I have the Falcons versus the Saints. I think the Saints win. I'm going to say 21-17. The 49ers versus Chicago Bears. I'm going to say the 49ers win. I'm going to say 21. I'm going to say 21-14. 21-14 49ers. Then I got the Eagles versus the Lions. I'm gonna say Eagles. I'm gonna say Eagles win 17-10. Patriots versus the Dolphins. I'm gonna say Patriots versus the Dolphins. I'm gonna say the Dolphins. I'm gonna say the Dolphins. I'm gonna pick the Dolphins in this game. I'm gonna pick the Dolphins. I think Tyreek Hill is going. I think Tyreek Hill is going to have a nice game as his first game as a Miami Dolphin. I'm gonna go with the Dolphins. I'm gonna go with the Dolphins. I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say 20. I'm gonna say 2017 Dolphins. Then you have this is a tough game to watch. The Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Washington Football Team. Oh, Commanders. I'm sorry, I forgot they did change the name to the Commanders. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna go tie. No, I'm gonna play. Uh, I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say Jacksonville. Oh, I think Jacksonville beat the White. I'm gonna say I'm gonna say the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm gonna say Jacksonville. I'm gonna say Jacksonville. For some reason, I'm gonna say Jacksonville, and I think Jacksonville win. I'm gonna say 24-20. Jacksonville. Then got the Raiders and the Chargers. You know what? Outside the Texans and Colts games, this is probably the game I'm the most excited to watch. To be honest with you, I mean, the last I remember they ended off the regular season last year and with an overtime game that went all the way down to the wire, like even in overtime. And like I said, I'm very high on the Raiders. I mean, if y'all watched the video that we did when we did the season preview for the Houston Texans, that was like who I picked to be the toughest game of the schedule is the Vegas Raiders. I'm very high on the Raiders. I think the Raiders have a legitimate shot to make it to the AFC Championship game. Like, to be honest, I'm leaning towards the Raiders and the Bills to be in the AFC Championship game. In my personal opinion, I think the Raiders are going to win, and I think it's going to be a shootout type of game. I'm gonna say Raiders win 35. I'm gonna say Raiders win 35-31. Raiders. I think it's going. I think it's going to be even though the Chargers I think the Chargers have obviously got some defensive players because I mean you got Bosa, you got Derwin James, you got also Cleo Mack. I just think it's going to be I think it's going to be just the ball is going to be up in the air. They're going to be throwing and throwing and throwing and throwing. I'm gonna say the Vegas Raiders 35 to 31 against the Chargers. I think it's probably going to be another game that that goes down to the wire. The another game that definitely goes down to the wire. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes to overtime. But I'm gonna say 30. I'm gonna say 35 to I'm gonna say 35-31 Raiders. Even though that score obviously is not going to overtime. I mean, unless they get a fit. Yeah, it's not going over that obviously that's not it's not going to overtime. Um, the next game I have is the Giants versus the Titans. I'm gonna go with the Titans. Because the Giants. That's the only reason why. It's because of the Giants. I definitely would prefer the Giants to win, not only because of the Titans, but I want the Giants to actually win football games because I don't want the Giants to have a bad record. But I'm gonna say I'm gonna say the Giants. I'm gonna say the Titans beating the Giants. I'm gonna say 21-17 Titans. Then Sunday Night Football is the Cowboys and Tampa Bay. I actually do have Dallas winning. I think Dallas will win. Uh, I think Dallas will win 21-20 Dallas. Now, this game is interesting. Monday Night Football, the Denver Broncos play against Seattle. So Russell Wilson makes his return early on to Seattle uh, on Monday Night Football. I got the Broncos winning. I really don't see how it's going to be close, to be honest with you. I think the Broncos win probably 31-10, maybe 31-17 if Seattle's lucky. But yeah, I think the Broncos win, like I say, 31-10, 31-17 if they're lucky. Now, the game that everybody wants to know about. And before I get this in, I see a whole bunch of people in here, but the likes ain't going up. Make sure you're hitting that like button, man. Before I talk about this game right here, make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit it. Make sure y'all hit it now. Make sure y'all hit it. Make sure y'all hit it. Make sure y'all hit that like button now. Come on now. Make sure y'all hit it. Make sure y'all hit it. Still not working. I don't know what's wrong with this thing. It's still not letting me do it in a normal conventional setting. But hey, Fox say it's cool. Everybody say it's cool. I see y'all still in here rocking with me. So that's all good and gravy. That's all I care about. I said make sure you're hitting that like button when y'all come through. Like I said, because I'm waiting for the likes to come up. Need the lights to come up before we talk about this last game. Make sure the lights come up because I see 32 people in here, but only 20 likes. That means 12 people in here that ain't liking. 12 to 11 people in here ain't liking the video. So I need some more. Just hit that like button, man. It is like my boy Honcho say, it is free 99. It is for the freezy. It's for the free. It is for the free. It's for the free. I mean, I see you. I mean, come on, man. I got to hit that like button. Hit the like. I appreciate all the likes and all the love. Make sure you're hitting that like button, though. So, like I said, so the final game, the game I haven't talked about yet, obviously, is the game that the people majority here, obviously a fan of. Game that we've been talking about for a while is the Houston Texans versus the Indianapolis Colts. Season opener. That's the first time we're going to see Lovie Smith as head coach for the Houston Texans. Um, just the new age Texans coming into the season with Davis Mills not looking over his shoulder, him coming in being the guy without the Deshaun Watson While the Deshaun Watson debacle, while David Culley in here, while even Tyrod Taylor, this distraction of Tyrod Taylor, obviously you going and you have Davis Mills as the guy. So it's the first time of that. First time with that. Uh, First time with the weapons and things like that. Just gonna be a different feel. The Texans have shown a lot of different things in the past couple of weeks. Well, over the past summer. Uh, I mean, they just debuted the whole mural thing and like just taking on very Houston culture type things. You know, they debuted the mirror. Had Paul Wall, had Roy Lopez out there debuting the mural. Then they released a video the other day. Like a little hype video for the season. Had Toby, the rapper Toby, and just it actually surprisingly play like some chopped and screwed music in the beginning. Like if you listen to the beginning, it's I couldn't I don't know if it was just something that was just chopped and screwed or if it actually was like something from a screw tape. But it was that's the very first time ever in 20 years that the Houston Texans have been here in Houston that they actually play anything remotely close to a chopped and screwed to a screwed up click or anything of that notion, and they did. And if I'm not mistaken, I think they also played that. Also had the Slim Thug. I'm from Houston, Texas, home of the Texans, in there as well. Just a very Houston vibes. Very much Houston vibes coming into the season. I also seen the thing today where they got Simone Biles as like a Texan cheerleader doing flips and the promotion for the NFL season. Kind of, her fiance plays for the Texans, so and she's also from Houston, but so kind of definitely see the reason why they had her in there. But I say all that just to bring you up currently when it comes to Houston Texans. I have the Houston Texans winning and defeating the Indianapolis Colts on the season opener. I'm going to say 24-17. No, I'm sorry. I take that back. I said 24-30. I mean 17-13. I'm sorry. No, that was my score. It's 17-13. Like I said, the key to this game is going to keep the score close and low. That's the defense is going to be able to have to keep the score close and low, so you could utilize Dameon Pierce. Like I said, been made official. Dameon Pierce is the starting running back. We already knew this. You're going to lean on Dameon Pierce. Like I said in the video, breaking down, talking about the season. I believe that he's going to have I believe Dameon Pierce is going to have his breakout game week 1. Like I said, nothing too crazy like the Arian Foster 230 yards and 3 touchdowns. It's not going to be that crazy, but I do think it's going to be between 120 and 150 and 1 to 2 touchdowns total. Now it could be one rushing touchdown, one receiving touchdown, maybe 2 rushing touchdowns. But I definitely think he's going to get over 100 yards, like I said, anywhere between 120 and 150, and get 2 total touchdowns. And I think he's going to basically insert himself as a guy a real serious rookie of the year candidate. That's what I believe he's going to be doing. I think he's going to definitely come out there and insert himself as a real serious rookie of the year candidate. And whoa. Hey, shout out to that boy Chris for the super chat love. I see a super chat in here. Shout out to that boy Chris for the super chat love. Last year, total points, 62 points. 62 points. Colts the Texans 3. You still think you're a win? Can't support this. Oh man, you can't support your boy. Oh man, come on, Chris. Come on, bro. I'm glad you in here because I know you're a huge Colts fan. I know you come through damn near every live stream. I appreciate every time you come through. Appreciate every time you see the super chat love. And I know you a Colts fan, so I guess this week we enemies. I have a cousin that's a Colts fan. He says the same thing as well. We enemies this week. Yeah, I know that was a situation a year ago, and I still believe that y'all will win the division. Still think y'all the best team in the division. But I think this is I think this is what's going to be. I think the Texans will win the game. The season opener, like I said, Lovie Smith, like his season opener outside Gary Kubiak, because somebody actually corrected me and they were correct that Gary Kubiak did lose his season opener against the Eagles, but everybody else from Gary Kubiak. I mean, that's how Gary Kubiak, but from Don Capers, to Bill O'Brien, even last year with David Culley, all the Texas head coaches won their season openers, and they all were at home. So season opener at home against a divisional opponent. Uh, I know Don Capers was against Dallas at home on Sunday Night Football. Bill O'Brien's, if I'm not mistaken, I think Bill O'Brien's was against Washington. Yeah, it was. His season opener was against Washington. David Culley's season opener was against Jacksonville. So David Culley and Lovey are the only two that actually season openers against divisional opponents. But definitely the definitely I think the trend will continue and the Texans will get the trend will continue. I think the Texans will get a season opener win for their head coach, and I think it's just gonna be poised to win. I think they're gonna be able to run the football well actually against the Colts. I think they're gonna be able to run the I think they're definitely gonna be able to run the football well against the Colts. And I also think that they'll be able to play good defense against the Colts as well. I believe the Texans can play good defense against the Indianapolis Colts. Um, I definitely think they'll be able to play good defense against the Indianapolis Colts. I think Matty Ice will kind of melt a little bit. It's hot in Houston, so the ice can melt. That ice can melt a little bit, and I think we'll be able to put the pressure on, be able to get to the pass, we'll be able to get to Matty Ice. I mean, he's not the MVP Matt Ryan from 2000 and what 16, 17. He's not the MVP. Like he's not the MVP Matt Ryan, and he's not the MVP, Matt Ryan, and I do think this Texas defense showed you a little bit something in the preseason. Now, again, I understand it's just preseason. Like I said in my video, when I talk about defense, like I said, if you haven't got a chance to check that out, make sure you go check out that. If you haven't got a chance to go check that out, make sure you go check out that video when I talked about the defense and what the Texans could do when it comes to the defense. But this Texans team, I understand it's the preseason, and you can't put a lot of stock in the preseason, but they did frustrate Matt Ryan's best offensive coordinator and Kyle Shanahan a couple weeks ago. The last time we seen him with his full offense out there. I mean, they had Kittles out there, they had Debo out there, they had Brandon Ayuk out there. They had the full offense. They were focused on Trey Young. I mean, not Trey Young, Trey Lance. They tried to make plays, and they frustrated to the point that he was only supposed to give his offense 2 series. He gave him a third series, and not only did he give him a third series, they got stopped on third down, and he went for it on fourth down because he was not pleased with their offense, with their performance. The defense was able to shut them out and basically shut out the whole team and route to win 17-0. And I do think that win 17-0, and I do think that the Texans defense will lean on their defense, and I do think their defense can and will make some plays this season. And I do think that Matt Ryan is one of those type of quarterbacks that possibly will allow them to make plays on. So I believe Matt Ryan will turn the ball over. I do believe Matt Ryan will probably, get hit a little bit. I do believe he'll turn the football over. I do believe they're able to run the football and use Dameon Pierce and lean on Dameon Pierce quite a bit in this game. And I actually do believe that because of that, the Texans will win. Like I said, they'll keep the score low, put pressure on Matt Ryan, and also keep the ball. And to be honest, keep the ball out of David Mills' hands. I do believe that's going to be a thing as well. They will keep the ball out of David Mills' hands outside of making plays that he has to make. Like I said, third down conversions, things of that nature. I think Nico's going to be a big piece going into this whole season. Honestly, but definitely against Week 1. because I do think that, and also because of Damian Pierce, I think they'll be able to take a couple shots too. I think they'll be able to take a couple shots with Brandon Cooks. Now it's going to be up to Davis Mills to be able to connect, but I do think they'll be able to draw because one or two things are going to happen in this game. Either they're going to be able to run the football well, and it's going to bring the defense up, and they're going to start loading the box, which will open things up for Brandon Cooks. And I think that way you'll see if Davis Mills can be able to throw the football downfield, be able to take some shots downfield and make some plays, or this other thing is that they won't respect Damian Pierce at all, and they'll try to put somebody back there for Brandon Cooks, have a safety back there, have a linebacker, whatever, that roam on Brandon Cooks, and they will free up the open space, and they won't load their box. And I think if Damian Pierce is running in a non-loaded box, I actually believe Damian Pierce will actually dominate as well. So one or two things might happen, if not both things will happen, cause and effect type situation. But I definitely believe that's going to be what the Texans are going to be leaning on. Like I said, I got the Texans winning and beating the Indianapolis Colts week one, like I say, 17-13. Damian Pierce being the breakout player of the game, 120 to 150 yards and 2 touchdowns. And I think you probably, like I say, keep the ball out of Davis' hand and also keep Matt Ryan and that offense off the field. But when they do go on the field, I do believe they'll be able to get a couple pressures on them, able to get a couple turnovers, like I said, interception, a fumble, to something. I'm thinking 2 turnovers. I'm thinking the defense will accumulate 2 turnovers. They'll get an interception and they'll get a fumble. I think Darius Stingley probably get his first career interception against them. Because I believe that they will try to test Darius Stingley. Part of the reason why I believe they try to test Darius Stingley, because I think Darius Stingley will allow himself to be able to get tested, because he's going to be looking at Matt Ryan, and I think Matt Ryan will think that he could take a shot right there, and I do believe that Darius Stingley will make Matt Ryan pay for thinking he could take a shot right there. Let's see what y'all in here talking about. Mills will turn over twice. Nah. I got our D line getting 5 sacks the game. It's a lot of sacks. I don't see 5 sacks. Yeah. Time for postseason. Defense looks so horrible. We have to be able to run the ball. I agree. We do have to be able to run the ball. That is definitely part of the reason. I definitely believe we have to run the football. I definitely believe run the football is definitely going to be key, especially for the defense. And whoa, that boy Chris back once again. Thank you. Shout out to that boy Chris. Shout out to that boy Chris one more time. Prime Matt did great last year with a bad team. We blew with Wentz. He's trash. We upgrade with a QB top 5 Gilmore. You're delusional. I forgot y'all had Stephon Gilmore. I forgot y'all had Stephon Gilmore. And to say that, I have to say Stephon Gilmore is not Stephon Gilmore anymore. Even though Stephon Gilmore is still pretty good, I definitely would take Stephon Gilmore as a Texan. I wish the Texans would have went out and got Stephon Gilmore last year. Yeah, to be honest, I think Stephon Gilmore is not really going to be a factor, because I think they're going to be able to run the football. I think it's really going to be predicated on the defense, playing defense, and Damian Pierce run the football well and keeping Matt Ryan off the field. Now, that's what I think is going to happen. Yeah, I understand that, and that's part of the reason. I understand how you feel, because y'all did blow us out with Carson Wentz, and if I'm not mistaken, Davis Mills played both those games. I understand that. Team has a different vibe, bro. I say shout out to the boy Chris. Appreciate the super chat love. This team just has a different vibe, bro. The team definitely has a different vibe. I know the names. The Forrest Buckner. I think they got Ngakwe. I know it. I know exactly what the Colts have. The Texans will beat the Colts week 1. Y'all will see this on Sunday. And we'll be doing this all over again. Now if the Colts come out there and just straight thrash the Texans, I have no problem coming out here and say, "Hey man, I thought we were gonna win this game. I would eat the crow." I have no. I really. Yeah. Look at me. Look at me as I'm talking to y'all. Like let me look. Let me look directly at the screen. Let me look at y'all right now. I'm not worried. I'm really not. And this is coming from somebody who predicted the Texans only going to win 6 games this year. I think the Texans only going to win 6 games. The Texans will win Week 1. The Texans will beat the Colts on Sunday at NRG at what noon? They play noon. Yeah, at noon o'clock. Noon o'clock. That's not how you say that. At noon, 12 o'clock. Thank you. The Texans will beat the Indianapolis Colts. Dameon Pierce will have a breakout game. 100 to 125, 150 yards, 2 total touchdowns. The Texans will force at least 2 turnovers and probably get a sack or two. I ain't gonna say 5 sacks. That's a lot of sacks. I'm not gonna be out there and I ready to say 5 sacks, but probably get about 2 sacks. They will keep Matt Ice and the Indianapolis Colts offense, and I know what y'all talking about. Oh, we didn't even talk about Jonathan Taylor. I know Jonathan Taylor is a monster. Jonathan Taylor is a beast, and I wish the Texans would have Jonathan Taylor as a Houston Texan. The Houston Texans will beat the Indianapolis Colts on Sunday. Look at me as I'm saying this. The Houston Texans will beat the Indianapolis Colts on Sunday. I'm completely confident. I have a straight face. I'm not joking. I'm not being facetious. I'm not worried. The Houston Texans will beat the Indianapolis Colts. And here Wise talk about nose. Wise, you can say the nose. Wise, you the same person that said that Marlon Mack was gonna rush for 1,000 yards. You're also the same person that said that the Rockets were going to draft Apollos and the Magic were going to draft Jalen Green. You're also the same. You're also the same person. Now you had it right about Stingley. I'll give you the right about Stingley. I'll give you the Stingleys. I'll give you. You was right on Stingley. You was right about Stingley. But come on, Wise. Come on, Wise. Come on, Wise. Come on. I'm trying to tell you, man. I'm trying to tell y'all. I'm trying to get y'all. I'm trying to get y'all on board now because this is it. This is it. Like after this stream goes off, all your bookings in. You ain't got no time to switch. So say it right now. Like right now, y'all put in the chat what y'all got, what y'all think going on. I know I seen some people already. I'm gonna go and look at some of them. But y'all put in the chat right now what y'all got. Y'all put in chat what y'all got. Week 1, Houston Texans versus Indianapolis Colts, or any other of the week matchups. The week 1 matchups. Y'all could put them at. I know I seen people scores and things like that going through while I was talking. I'm gonna go back and read them. But y'all put them in the chat right now. What y'all think gonna happen? What's y'all prediction? You know what I'm saying? If you want me to read that, make sure you super chat it because that way it'll pop up. I can see it. And I'll definitely read out if you want me to read out. If got a question to ask or a statement that you guaranteed to want to be asked, hit it with the super chat. That way I can guarantee to see that there's automatic gets talked about. So I'm about to go through them now, but I might not get to yours or somebody. I might not get to it. So hey, just let y'all know. But y'all let me know. See what y'all ain't talking about. I support my team. We just not ready. What else we talking about? Texans 2017. Matt throws an interception to the linebacker on the go ahead drive. Oh, so you got that Matt Ryan throws the game losing interception. So Broderick, you got Matt Ryan pulling the Matt Schaub, Mr. Pick Six himself. You got him pulling the Matt Schaub. Already, I feel you. How you feel about the depth? Colts up 32-9 in the series. Wise, what does that have to do with anything? Well, what is the season series? I mean, we talking about an expansion team that was going up against Peyton Manning. Majority of those wins are Peyton Manning led teams. Because I think they've only beaten Peyton Manning as a Colt twice. I think they only beat Peyton Manning as a Colt twice, if I'm not mistaken. Whoa, that boy that boy Chris once again was super chat. Appreciate the super chat, love Chris. Appreciate that. Colts 31, Texas 14. JT rushes for 150 and 30. I said 31 yards. Rushes for 150 and three touchdowns. That's I wouldn't say a normal day, but I could definitely see him I'm about to call the boy Justin Tuck. I could I don't know why I'm about to say that. I could definitely see I could definitely see him rushing for that. I mean that's definitely um a definite definitely see that being the what's going on. What happened? Yeah, like I said appreciate for super chat love. I definitely can see that being the case though. Don't do that to me. I definitely could see that being the case. I definitely could see that being the case and him being getting that many whoa, another super chat. Appreciate the super chat love. Big B. Texans will get the dub. We will run the football. We run the football. Our defense can eat. Why stop Mac was getting 1K? Exactly. Why I started getting 1K. Man, shout out to that boy Big B, man. Appreciate super chat love, man. Definitely appreciate super chat love, man. Definitely appreciate that. Definitely appreciate super chat love, Big B. Definitely appreciate that, man. But yeah, oh man. Definitely appreciate that, man. But yeah, like I said, why like that is what Wise thought. That is what Wise thought. That's definitely what Wise thought. Wise and a couple other people, Premier using St. Lou, uh, somebody else. I know it wasn't just y'all three. It was a couple of y'all that really thought. They do it again. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. My bad, y'all. My fault. My fault. This thing been acting up. This thing been acting up basically since I started the stream today. But we still here. If y'all are still here, we are still here. It is not a rap. If y'all still up in here, it is not. It is not a rap. It is not. It is not a rap. I said my bad. Like I said my bad, y'all, my bad. Somebody said I got Obama net. Oh, that's Broderick. See what happened is what's going on is that the Colts cut off the internet line because they know the Texans are gonna win and they don't want me to give up. They don't want me to let the world know that the Texans are going to win. So it's a conspiracy. They're conspiring against me. That's what's going on. That they messing with my camera. That's the reason why that's why I can't get the thing right. That's the reason why we live in like this instead of the normal way. couldn't get the camera right, and then also they also have done, they've also messed with the internet and trying to conspire against me because they don't want me to give out this good knowledge about how the Houston Texans are going to upset and beat the Indianapolis Colts on Sunday on week 1. Not to mention, again, the Houston Texans, like they actually beat the Indianapolis Colts a couple times on the season opener. If I'm not mistaken, I think every time the Texans have played the Colts as a season opener, they won. I know there was a season opener in 2010. That's the Arian Foster game, and then in 2011, that was the blowout game. I think they won like 34-7. I think those are the only 2 times the Texans have started the season off against the Colts. The Texans have yet to start the season off against the Titans. The Texans have yet to start the season off against the Titans, and they have yet to play the Titans on a primetime game at Tennessee, and they've yet to play the Titans on a Thursday night game. They played the Texans. They played the Titans on Monday night twice. Deshaun Watson was the last time, and then they also played them back in 2011, 2010 on 2009 actually on one night. Whoa, that boy Chris. Hey, shout out to that boy Chris once again with another super chat. Shout out to that boy Chris once again with another super chat. Yeah, mad at Wise because he's wise. That's a good one. That's actually a good one. He's mad at Wise. He's wise, bro. He's going off. He's going off of stats and players and better as sure true football fan. He ain't going off of hope and a rookie running back. Shout out to that boy Chris once again, man. That's actually funny. You call me out guard talking about you. I'm mad at Wise for being wise. That's actually a good one. I will give you that. Hey Chris, out of all the things you've ever said, that might be the funniest thing you ever said. I'll give you that one. Mad at Wise for being wise. I definitely give that. Wise, don't tell Chris thank you. Like no, I'm just playing Wise. Like no, but serious. I give you that. I definitely give you that one. I will give you that one. I will give you that one. I'm still not going off of hope. I'm not going off of hope because like I have no problem with the Texans losing. Like let me be clear. I want the Texans to have a top 5 pick. The Texans have 2 first-round picks. They got their pick and they got Cleveland pick. I actually want the Texans to have 2 top 10 picks. I think it's gonna be beneficial for the Texans' future to have multiple picks in the top 10. So I have no problem with the Texans tanking or losing games or whatever the case may be. I have no problem with that. I think the Texans are going to be a bad football team and they'll be able to lose games on their own. Like I have no problem with this. I don't think the Texans actually have to tank because I don't think the Texans are going to win a lot of football games because the talent pool, as like you say, is not there. But I just have a strong feeling that the Texans will beat the Colts. I have a strong feeling that the Texans are going to beat the Colts. I have a strong feeling the Texans are going to beat Cleveland. If they don't win any game this season, that's the game they're going to win. They're going to beat the Cleveland Browns. I have a strong feeling they're going to win. Though I have a strong feeling that they, of any games this year, there's 2 games this season that actually 3 games that I'm extremely confident that the Texans will win. 3 games. Week 1 against the Indianapolis Colts. I don't know what week it is, but it's like November 3rd, Thursday Night Football against the Eagles. I believe they're going to win that game. And December 4th, when Deshaun Watson comes back to Houston. Those 3 games are the games that I'm the most confident in. I think the Cleveland game is actually the most confident, followed by the Colts, and then the Eagles is third. But they're all I'm extremely confident with all 3 of those games. I'm just extremely confident of all 3 games. And shout out to boy Chris once again. Shout out to boy Chris. Your strong feeling is based off of what, bro? I just have I just have a gut feeling. You know, sometimes you have a gut feeling. I have a gut feeling that because no one's expecting us to win. Like with the Cleveland Brown game, I think people expect Texans to win off of frustration, off of revenge and things like that. And the Eagles, because of Jalen Hurts, you possibly could get a win. And other game, there's no reason like how you feel that the Colts should win the game. There's no real reason why the Texans should win. So I have a strong feeling it's like a reverse. It's like kind of like a reverse thing. I just have a strong feeling. I see. Thank you. Shout out to Chris for super chat again. That's called hope. No, I'm not hoping the Texans win. I'm not hoping that the Texans win. Like it's actually the opposite. I don't hope that the Texans win. I don't care if the Texans win or not. Like to be honest, I might be more happier if the Texans went 1-16 because now the Cleveland game. I damn sure want them to win that game. I might be more inclined to Texans going 1-16 to be completely honest with you. So it's not a hope. Trust me, it's not a hope. I just feel like the Texans. I just feel like it's set up for the Texans to win. I feel like they're gonna be able to run the football well. I feel like they're gonna try Petrie. They're gonna try Stingley, and I believe that especially Stingley, is going to come up and make some plays. I think Lovey's going to be able to doctor up a defense enough to be able to come down and be able to put pressure on Matt Ryan. And to be honest, I'm not that high on Matt Ryan. I'll be honest with you. Even in Atlanta, I was never that high on Matt Ryan. Even MVP wasn't really that high on Matt Ryan. I believe the only reason why he won the MVP and why the Falcons went to a Super Bowl was because Kyle Shanahan was the offensive coordinator. I'm not that high on Matt Ryan. I'm not that high on Matty Ice. I'm being completely honest with you. I'm not that high on Matt Ice. So I definitely think that the Colts can be had, and I believe the Colts are the best team in this division. But I ain't saying much. Like I don't think the Colts. Like to be honest, I think the Colts are gonna win the division. I also believe the Colts will lose their first playoff game. Cause more likely they'll be playing against the Chiefs. I have the Chiefs, the Chargers, and the Raiders going to the playoffs out of that division. So only one of those teams can win the division, obviously, and the other two teams. So the Chiefs, the Chargers, or the Raiders, one of those two teams are going to be a wild card team. Sidebar: I have the Raiders win the division, so I think either the Chiefs or the Chiefs and the Chargers are going to be wild card teams, and they're going to stomp. Be honest, the Indianapolis Colts. It may be even, maybe even the Ravens or the Bengals may end up being the wild card team. Like I don't think that I don't think the Colts are going to win the playoff game. But I think they're going to win the division. Hey, and shout out to that boy Big B for more super chat love. Appreciate super chat love. Colts lost their last 8 openers. Texans are 2-0 against the Colts in openers since Wise wants to bring up past games. Hey, Big B. Appreciate the super chat love and also appreciate the stats, appreciate the knowledge that you bringing in and dropping in. The Colts are 0-8 against their last home openers, and the Texans are 0-2 against the Colts in division. I thought they were 0-2, but I wasn't 100% sure. But the Colts won 9 games with Carson Wentz. They have the better team. They have a better coach and better all-around roster. We still got another year or two. I agree with some of that. I'm not gonna say they have the best coach. I'm not gonna say they're gonna. I'm not gonna say they have the best coach. I think it's a toss up when it comes to coaching. I'll put it as a toss up because Lovey has way more credentials than Frank Wright. Like yeah, Frank Wright has a Super Bowl championship as a offensive coordinator, right? When Frank Wright the OC in Philly. I think Frank Wright the OC in Philly, but Lovey has taken the team as the head coach. to the Super Bowl and took another team to the AFC Championship game. I mean NFC Championship game. And Lovey has was he the DC when they won? I know he was the DC. I know he was the DC when they lost to the Patriots. Was he the DC when they beat the Titans? I don't know. But I think but actually wasn't he on the coaching staff? No, I think he was on the coaching staff with Tampa. Wasn't he? Wasn't Lovey like in like the secondary coach, the linebacker coach in Tampa? I believe he was. If I'm not mistaken, I actually believe he was. Hey, shout out to that boy Chris once again with Super Chat Love. Big there are two complete different teams. We know that. Hey, shout out to that boy Chris for Super Chat Love. We know they're completely different teams, but he's just bringing up like because Wise wants to bring up old stuff. That's all that is. But let me look at Lovey's credentials real quick. Let me see if he has any Super Bowl championships. No, he doesn't have any Super Bowl championships. Actually, he was the DC from the Rams from he was DC the Rams from 2001 to 2003, and then was the head coach from 04 to 2012. He missed like Lovey actually missed out on actual Super Bowl championships by slithers. He was the linebackers coach in Tampa up until 2000. And then goes to the Rams. He leaves the Rams. The Rams go. He leaves the Tampa Bay. They go on to win a Super Bowl. The Rams go on to make a Super Bowl, but lose. But also he missed the year that they won the Super Bowl. So he's been to 3 Super Bowls now. Well, he's been to 2. He's been to the Super Bowl as the Rams, DC, and he's also been to the Super Bowl as the head coach for Chicago. He's also been a coach of the year. But he has yet to have an actual Super Bowl championship. So Frank Wright does have a championship as an offensive coordinator. So I mean he does have a championship. But Lovey's done more. Lovey's done more as the head guy. Lovey's done more as the head guy. You could say, I'm not to give Lovey excuses, but Lovey did lose 2 Super Bowls to arguably the 2 best quarterbacks in NFL history. I mean, he lost as the DC to Tom Brady, and then also lost as the head coach to Peyton Manning. But I'm not trying to give any excuses because Frank Wright also beat Tom Brady while Tom Brady was actually Tom Brady in the Super Bowl with Nick Foles as his quarterback. So there's that. There is that. I'm not going to give Lovey any. I'm not going to give Lovey any excuse. But I do. I would. I'm not even gonna say that Lovey's actually even. I'm not gonna even say that Lovey is better than Frank Wright. I'm not even gonna say that. But I'm damn sure not gonna say that Frank Wright is better than Lovey either. I think they're around the same as far as of right now. They both have a lot because Lovey has better credentials as a head coach, obviously. Lovey has better credentials as a head coach, but because only thing Frank Wright has to write home about as the Colts head coach is beating the Texans, beat Bill O'Brien the Texans. That's really all he has. That's all he has. That's all he has to hang his hat on is that he beat Bill O'Brien in the playoffs as a Colts head coach. Now, say as an offensive coordinator, he has a Super Bowl championship. Like I say, I think that Lovey has better credentials as the head coach. As of right now, they both have a lot to prove because Frank Wright, okay, can you do it outside Philly? And when it comes to Lovey, you haven't really done anything in over 10 years. I mean, last time we seen you as a successful head coach was in 2012 with the Chicago Bears, and we're in 2022. So it's been 10 years since you've been a successful head coach. And even then, you missed the playoffs. You won 10 games, had a highly ranked defense, but you missed the playoffs. Yeah, I get that Andrew Luck is retired. I get Andrew Luck had retired. I understand that. But even with Andrew Luck, they only beat Bill O'Brien. they got curb stomped by the Kansas City Chiefs the next week. Like they did get curb stomped against Kansas City the next week. And I said I think the Colts are gonna win the division. Like I I think the Colts will win the division. I think the Colts are the best team in the division. I don't think that's saying much, obviously. I think they'll probably have 9 to 10 wins. I don't see them winning more than 10 games, honestly. I think they'll win the division because the division is not that good. And I think that they'll end up be going to they'll be hosting either the Chiefs, the Chargers, the Bengals, or the Ravens. And I think one of those 4 teams, whoever it is they host, will go inside Indianapolis and beat them inside Indianapolis and win that game. And that's all you'll see of the Colts season this year. But saying that, because we're going off on a tangent, I believe that the Houston Texans will beat the Indianapolis Colts. I believe the Houston Texans will beat the Indianapolis Colts on week 1. Like I said, hey man, appreciate everybody that came through. Sorry that the stream got disrupted. I appreciate everybody that came back because y'all came back deep again. Y'all was in here deep. Y'all came back here deep. Appreciate everybody coming up with the super chat. I appreciate super chat love. I'm sitting at 38. I'm sitting at 38 on the super chat. And somebody so kind they get it up to 40 to make it an even 40. I appreciate the love forever. I'm sitting up here at 38. Y'all get it up to 40. But nah, man, appreciate all the super chat love. Let me read, cause I ain't get a chance to read the scores. I know y'all was in here going crazy when it came to. I know y'all was in here going crazy when it came to the scores. Hey, make sure you hit that like button too. I really appreciate y'all hitting that like button too. 2 rushing touchdowns and another receiver touchdown. Hold on, wait. Are you talking about Dameon Pierce? You got Dameon Pierce getting 4 touchdowns? Hey, shout out to that boy, Chris. Hey, man, appreciate that, Chris. You will lose. Oh man, hey, appreciate you getting up. Appreciate you getting up to 40, man. I appreciate the super chat love, bro. I definitely appreciate that. I appreciate that. Hey, shout out to that boy Big B for some more super chat love. Hey, what you trying to do with this 40? It was because it was just sitting at 38. I'm like, man, it's sitting at 38. Just get it to around 40. But hey, now you got it over 40. So definitely appreciate that. Appreciate the super chat love, man. Definitely appreciate that, man. Y'all really don't know how much I appreciate the super chat love, because this actually does contribute to things for the stream, and also I'm trying to go to a game. I know Wise and some other people are definitely trying to go to this Cleveland Brown this Cleveland Brown game to welcome back number 4s, like Wise says. So I mean, it just things contribute like that, man. Appreciate the super chat love, man. I definitely appreciate that, but I appreciate everybody that came through, the light, everybody that subscribed, everybody that comments, everybody that hits the super chat, everybody that likes, everybody that shares the video. Appreciate y'all coming back, even though the stream got disrupted. Y'all definitely came back to show some more love and got back on here with your boy as well. Hey, man, I appreciate everything y'all do. I appreciate every time I go live, y'all come through, y'all jump on the live with me. Appreciate that. Hey, shout out to Fox. I'm sorry for the camera situation, Fox. Also sorry for the stream getting disrupted, but appreciate y'all coming through as well. So like I said, shout out to Fox 26, shout out to Houston, shout out to everybody that come through and watch every single stream, every single video. If you haven't got a chance, make sure you go check out the video I just dropped talking about the defense. I got another video. This is gonna be focused on offense, because when offense, defense, I'm trying to keep it a little bit even. So the next video, kind of like how Nick Casario did with the draft. So the next video has highlighting the offensive player that's not Dameon Pierce. I've been talking about Dameon Pierce a lot because I'm very high on Dameon Pierce. So another video dropping very soon, if not tomorrow, the day after, but more likely tomorrow. highlighting a specific offensive player. So y'all make sure y'all be on the lookout for that. Y'all make sure y'all check that out. Like I said, y'all make sure y'all check out because I know I go live on Fridays as well. We might rehash this because I'm probably do a little breakdown on the Thursday night football game. Also want to bring up some things to watch out for college football on Saturday. Probably give you give people some fancy tips. And I know I'm actually a couple fancy leagues as well, actually. So give out some fancy tips because NFL season coming up. Give out a couple fancy tips as well. Like I say, shout out to everybody on the round table. Shout out to everybody at Sauce Nation, everybody on the round table. My boy Wise, my boy Wink, my boy Ray Ray, my boy Hector, Tenny, Swisher, Honcho. Man, shout out to everybody out there at Sauce Sports, man. You already know what it is. Shout out everybody out there. Appreciate all the love y'all give me, all the love y'all show me every single stream. Definitely appreciate that. Like I said, I am gonna go back and read some of these comments, especially when it comes to the scores. Like I said, we're gonna rehash this conversation on Friday stream. We definitely gonna bring this back up. We definitely gonna bring this back up because it seems like I got a lot of people agitated. A lot of people agitated when it comes to these scores. But like, share, subscribe, comment, click that bell, get more videos. I holla.